What's up, witches? It's the Undercover Witch. I'm sorry I didn't post last week. I still needed to do Earth and Air signs, so I'm doing my Earth signs right now. So if you are a Virgo, this reading is for you. This is going to be, if your rising sign is in Virgo, this is going to be for you. This is all about how people perceive you and how it's going to affect you. Sorry, the energy has been crazy. But also I'm sorry, so sorry for not uploading last week. Y'all's readings and being super late because oh my god, like everything is going crazy. Like I'm going through my own tower moment at the moment, you know? But I'm living through it. You know, it's not the same as when I used to have them. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm kind of like excited for whatever the next chapter brings. Like I'm ready for it. I've just learned that like, okay, I'm ready. Just get it over with. All right, let's start your reading. Virgo. These have been the same amount of minutes, around 10 minutes, but we've been having hella cards for like simple things, which is fine. That's how this deck always is that I'm using. I don't know why. I think because I only take like one thing out of each card, so it's like a sentence per card. I don't know. But we have the Magician to start with. We have the Magician. You're calling in some higher power. You're calling into something else. There's some kind of defeat that you've been through, and you're like, bruh, I need help. Like, I am calling in all the stops. I need something to happen. And that wheel of fortune, that wheel of fate seems to be coming back around to you. It seems to be turning in your favor. And we have the 10 Pentacles here. And that's just telling me that there is stuff coming in. Now, let's talk about how others are viewing you. We have the Star. Ooh, and also that's good. That is good. We have the Star. We have the Two of Cups. So not only are people seeing you in this space where you're kind of, you're a warrior and you're peaceful at the same time. It's almost like people see you as you have it all. You just get the things that you want. But it also looks like that's going to be true. It's not true yet. And I'll tell you why. It's not true yet. But I also have this Four of Cups. And Four of Cups is usually things are being handed into you, but you're not really interested in them. You're not really grateful for them. But we have the Page of Pentacles, which tells me, even though this is how it appears to be, that's not really true. You're trying to look for new sights. It's kind of like that grass is greener on the other side. You're trying to figure that out. You're trying to figure out what journey that you need to go on. Because you're not satisfied where you are, and that's okay. So we're picking up this Wands because we have our Page of Wands. We're picking up this wand. We're moving forward, and there's a guide that's leading you forward. There's a guide that's moving you forward. Like, hey, I see what it is you want to do. You need to calm down and learn how to focus your energy. And interesting. So I have the Four of Wands in reverse. I'm getting a weird message here, but it's almost like you're going through this card upside down, literally upside down. Like there's moments of your life you're going to go into where you're not really living them yet. And so I feel like when you do live them, it's going to be a big deja vu moment, but you're getting a glimpse of what your future is going to look like and what that's going to be. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the King of Swords are reversed. These are all actually reversed. The Page of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups, which has been coming up a lot. So this Knight of Pentacles tells me that whatever you're moving into, this future you're moving into very slowly. And I have a feeling that you're curious about, I want to say your rest, but it might be coming up as your death in your mind, but it's really about your rest. Where do you go when you're resting? Where do you go when you're resting? Where does that consciousness go? You're trying to figure it out because you feel like you have more power that you remember having access to that you don't feel like you have in this lifetime. And I'm getting this weird story. I don't normally go into lifetimes and things with other people, especially in readings, because to me those are very personal and I don't like sharing them. I don't know. But it almost feels like in a past lifetime, you got away with something. I almost unscathed. But it's like you're reliving that trauma in this lifetime and trying to figure out what you need to do. Like you're trying to figure out how to get back over there. You didn't want to be here. You didn't want to be human again. You didn't want to be here. Which is interesting. I have the Ace of Cups. I have the High Priestess. Been coming up a lot as well. The 10 of Swords. The 7 of Swords. The 7 of Pentacles. And the Hanged Man. There's something you left behind that past, quote, lifetime. Or maybe in this lifetime, there's something that you left behind that you've forgotten. There's some kind of thing that you can relearn in this lifetime that you just haven't. But it's something that's being picked up from another lifetime. So you were set up to learn this lesson last lifetime and you didn't. So now you're picking up this lifetime to learn it. And your higher self knows this. They see that cup on the ground. They see how close you are to it. And you've also been going through this recent ending. So this whole thing right now is about endings. But you're being watched by your higher self. Your higher self is almost watching your ego, and it wants you to change your perspective. You, with the 7 of Swords, I kind of see that you are always on this fight or flight mode. And you're a warrior, and you think you're a warrior. You think you're strong. I've gotten this kind of similar message on that part for other readings. But for you, you need to change your perspective on that. Because you are not the warrior, dear Virgo Rising. You now are meant to play the fool. And not to say that you weren't a warrior, not to say that you don't carry those things with you, but you're being given this opportunity to start over. You need to allow some endings to end. You need to allow those emotions. You need to allow those things to happen. And then you need some curiosity to be sparked. You're arriving on this new journey and there's new people that you're going to be dealing with. And you don't really want to come off cocky or rude. Like you're in a very vulnerable position because you are going to something new. So maybe you're changing your major in college, or maybe, you know, you're arguing with your spouse or your family about something, but they know more than you. Whatever it is, like you've been right in the past. You've needed to have your shield up in the past. But now it's time for you to trust the people around you. It's time for you to trust your team. And it's time for you to learn so you can get to that King of Wands energy and that Queen of Cups energy. You might be in a very emotional state right now and not willing to sacrifice or let go of anything. We also have the Lovers, the 2 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, Death, 6 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. So, you're sitting in this place of what you think is nothing. As an outsider, as an outcast, as somebody who's felt abandoned. And you find peace in this idea of love, but only with yourself. It's, you want to be loved, but you want to be loved under the universe, under the guise of the universe. But there's another part of you that needs partnership. You can love the universe all you want to. You can love your higher self all you want to. And even if it's not in a romantic setting, there's some kind of relationship that you need to form. You still need other people. You interact with other people. You still need those things. Even if you don't want the family. Even if you don't want a romantic or sexual relationship. And it's like time and time again, you leave those. You just leave. You just leave those relationships behind. You don't want it. You want to be alone. We got the Page of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Swords. So again, people are coming in. People are coming in, and there are all sorts of people. There are people that have the same energy that can match you. There's feisty people. There's strong people. There's emotionally strong people. And I love this like representation, but we have the Page of Swords. We have somebody like picking up their sword. We have someone picking up their wands. We have somebody lifting their cup, and we have this empty sword card. We have the Tower, and we have the Devil. Are you going to pick up your sword and raise your sword? Or are you going to let everything fall and burn and be alone just so you can have some ounce of control? That is the question I'm going to leave you on, Virgo. So I hope this reading was helpful. And I hope it was understandable. And I'm very sorry for getting out late. My guides do want to remind you again about how you're being viewed right now. Is you can be a person of peace, but because of your conflicting chaos, the things that you've gone through have created a space for communion. You bring together two things because of your almost your outward appearance and your nature as a person, plus the things that you've been through. So when we go over next, it's these people do see you for who you are. They see you for what you've been through, and that's why they want to be there for you. Sorry, that was the last message. I'm done. That was it. Okay. I will be back the first week of April. There's not going to be a video this week. These are the only videos I'm doing this week. They weren't supposed to be done this week. They were supposed to be last week. You get the point. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great weekend.